Okay, I have to get in on this Aubrey Marcus thing before we've dissolved this. This is, if you're not following this, then you don't have to follow it. But this is something that this man has already announced previously, and it didn't have the same impact because we're really in a different time where we're not pedestalizing people anymore, and we are teachers teaching each other, and we're not teachers on pedestals and students blindly following. There's already been enough harm and enough learning where that's not how we're communicating with each other anymore. But I do want to add something else. So many people who are here to be teachers and are offering a specific teaching and frequency live very intense lives. That's something I learned early on when I was first going down this path, is that oftentimes people who are sharing something really specific are going to live in a way that's not sustainable or desired for most people. And that's part of what they're here to do. They're here to share something, and they're so in tune and in touch and maybe even devoted to the thing they're sharing that they're living in a way that's not actually how everyone's going to live, but is going to give many people the opportunity to touch that frequency. And I think we need people who are offering many different ideas and many different examples of ways to live, and look at the conversation that's come forth from all the different people that are coming off of pedestals but have been willing and have something going on in them that they'd even want to share every single detail of their life. And I think we were pedestalizing that, now we're kind of judging that, but either way, it's been an important part of our learning to have people that are willing and maybe even desire the attention that comes with sharing so deeply and so often and so frequently their life, and then giving many people the opportunity to see what that brings up for them, see what they can learn from that. The other thing that's been a very important learning for me, and I think is a very important learning for anyone, is that people can be deeply gifted, really talented, really know how to offer a teaching, be really gifted at healing. Even if you don't feel that way about this particular person, be really gifted at bringing people together and creating community and creating something magnetizing, and have a lot of weird stuff going on personally. And that was very shocking for me until I had that experience multiple times, that someone can be amazing at the offering and have a lot of work to do in their personal life and their personal integrity. This isn't even really I don't know everything that goes on for people personally in this situation, but that is something to really understand about the teachers we pedestalize. I also think it's very hard to scale and receive massive amounts of money, attention, and power and not kind of lose your shit, not end up surrounded by enablers. I don't know. Have you seen that happen? I really haven't seen that happen successfully. I don't know many examples of that. And that goes for the personal growth industry and the spiritual growth industry, particularly because there's not much regulation there. So, that's something I think about a lot, is that we need people who are willing to offer a strong frequency that we can discuss and learn from and be impacted by. But this is also not a time where we are students pedestalizing teachers. We are all teachers, and we are teaching each other, and we all play different roles at different times.